Hey, okay. There we go. We got back. Hey everyone, what's going on? Welcome to another live episode of Talking Shit. Let's talk sports and let's get straight into it. Deep dive into the sports. Welcome. I am your host, Calvin, and my partner who's just coming on now is co-host Gazatron. Gaz.
Hello.
So, obviously, we all know what this live is about. We like to talk sports. So, let's talk sports, people. Let's have some fun.
Right, before we get started, I'm gonna make.
Oh God, it's already started. It's already started.
I'm gonna be bringing up one subject, and this subject is I don't want any bad anything bad regards to the play, regards to the team, because of the age that this player is, and the waves he is making at the minute. I'm just going to make it clear now, if somebody badmouths or says something inappropriate, will be removed from the box.
Who are we on about?
There's two players that I want to bring up that are making a lot of waves at the minute within the footballing world. One of them is called Max Dowman.
Who?
Max Dowman. He is a number 9 for Arsenal. He is the youngest player to score a goal for Arsenal at 16 years old and like 35 days.
Right.
So I'm going to bring that up because he's actually been brought on as a sub in the last few Arsenal games, and I think he even made an appearance last night in the Champions League.
He scored, didn't he, at the weekend as well?
Yes, and he got an assist. You look up Max.
So, where are you going with this? Are you saying that we can't talk about him?
No, I'm saying we can talk about it, but I'm not having anything negative.
But that's the whole point.
No, but the
only negative I have to say about him is he plays for Arsenal. That's it.
The other person is JJ Gabriel from Man United. He's making a lot of waves as well.
Again,
But what I'm getting at is, because of their age and how social media is, I don't want negative things to say because they're young, they're coming into the footballing world, and the last thing they need is something to knock their confidence.
Oh yeah. Hold on. Let's get this on.
but it was all right when our youngsters
These young
were
lads
coming on for the first time. And
These young lads are
including you,
going
were
to
rinsing
take
our
their
youngsters.
day. These young lads are going to take their day to watch Talking Shit.
We have never slandered any of the young.
Yes, Ty! What's going on, bro?
Any of the first youngsters that's come into the team. We have never slandered them.
That's true.
We have never ever slandered them.
I've never slated any youngsters. I slate their club, but not the youngsters. There's a difference.
So as we're going to clean out, I just want to do a big shout out. Big shout out to Real Talk and Filter. Ty, how did it go, bro? Because he was on a podcast today, so how was it go? How did it go, bro? But I do want to talk, so obviously today is Talking Shit, today is Let's Talk Sports. So majority of the live today will be talking about football, pretty much all about football really. So it will all be about the sports. Tomorrow, obviously, me and the rest of my team will obviously be on the other platform anyway. So the first thing I want to talk about is where did Spurs form come last night?
I told you, don't write us off.
Don't write us off. I wrote you off and look at what happened. I lost my bet.
Getting some of our
All
injuries
I'm going to
back,
say is don't
got a
count your
couple of our
blessings.
injury players
It
back
might be just a
yesterday.
one-off performance.
You also need to remember.
One off the performance.
Also need to
We should have won the game against Liverpool. We should have had a penalty against Liverpool because everybody's chatting about that, including fucking ex-referees and ex-VARs. They're all saying it should have been a penalty and Van Dijk should have been sent off on Richie.
You say that, but Mickey Van der Ven should have been sent off as well. He was lucky not to be sent off.
Wait, whoa. Go
Really?
back to that. What, you on about the slide tackle he did on the
Where he
Atletico player?
connected with the ball,
No,
not
in the
player.
Liverpool game. In the Liverpool game,
Oh,
Van der Ven
right.
was lucky not to
I
be
was
sent
about
off.
to say, I was about to say, the game I saw last night between Tottenham and when I saw the Vicky Van de Ven
That was a
tackle,
wicked
I have to
slide,
give
mate.
him a dues. It was
That
a
was a
slide, it was a
wicked
fight,
tackle.
it was amazing. Even
That
the point
was.
Diego Simeone couldn't moan against that.
That one was, but the one against Liverpool at the weekend, he was lucky not to be red carded.
Yeah,
If it
but
wasn't
that's
for
the
the
Premier
fact he
League.
got
You
the
won't get
ball
suspended for the
first.
Champions League.
It was because he clipped the ball first. That's the only reason he didn't get sent off.
Doesn't matter.
What? You hold on. Going on.
The rules state any two-footed tackle stood showing is an instant red card. We had 2 foot.
Can we go
We
on?
had play stood
subject,
showing
though?
that by rules that is an instant
Okay.
red card.
Okay.
Going
All
off
right,
Jim's comment here. What, Jim? Did you say Mickey Van de Ven would be sold? Is that where you're going with this?
I agree.
Yeah.
I can't see him
I
being
can't see
there.
him being there next season. He's one of their best players. And if
Oh,
a
right.
club comes in and says, "Oh, do you want Champions League, or do you want to challenge?"
We're not getting
titles?" then
relegated.
he's gonna
Why-
jump at it.
We didn't
Whoa,
say
whoa,
relegated.
whoa.
We said Champions
No,
We
League.
did say
woman.
Champions League.
Don't
I
matter.
reckon, to be honest, you have to admit, to be honest, if likes of Bayern Munich or Real Madrid or PSG have seen how Mickey Van de Ven plays, I guarantee that if they say, do you know what, let's test the water, see how much we can get from Tottenham, I can
It's
see
gonna cost
Mickey
100
Van de
mil.
Ven going.
It's going to cost him 100 mil, I guarantee.
He won't be that
It's
long.
a brand new contract. He's just signed a brand new contract.
To be fair, Mickey Van de Ven is good, so we have to give
Yeah,
him
He's
to
worth
around
100
80,
mil
100
all
million.
day
So,
long.
No, but
All
when you
day
look
long.
into it, when you go into it, Mickey Van der Ven is a Dutch player. Regardless if he's Prem or not, he's Dutch. He's not going to be that expensive. 60 mil match for Van der Ven.
hold on.
No,
Go back
no,
on your
let me finish.
subject.
Let
How
me-
much
no,
did
let me-
Anthony cost us?
Shut up and let me
Ajax?
finish. Shut up and
There
let
we
me
go.
fucking finish.
There we go.
Shut up and let me finish. I'll say he'll be a max of 60 mil. On the basis
It's
of...
because he's a Tottenham player.
Right, will
You
people
got-
let me fucking finish, for God's
What it
sake?
is. That
Let
is
me
exactly
finish what
it
I
is.
am saying.
If he plays for Tottenham, he's undervalued. If he was playing for you, it's 150 million, right? I rest my case.
Will
I
you let me
rest
finish,
my
Aaron?
case.
Shut the
All
fuck
right,
up.
girlies. All
Leave
right,
Aaron for me.
girlies.
What I'm
No.
saying is, Mickey Van der Ven, because Aaron's based it off, he's a Spurs legend, he's a Spurs best defender. Yes, granted, he is. But teams around the world will look at the position Spurs are in. Teams would look how their performance has been, goals conceded, passes done. Teams look into that. So he'll be a max of 50, 60 mil. But if you used to say that about an English defender, because we all know English players are overpriced, overrated. You talk about 100 mil for a defender, that'll be for an English defender because he's English. English are overvalued. English are overrated. That is why I say Mickey Van der Ven will be about 50, 60 mil. But if you look at someone like Mark Guy, if he got to move in the summer, or something like Braithwaite, then you're going to be looking around the 80 to 100 mil mark.
Oh my
But
God.
like always,
So,
Aaron is so biased to Spurs, he can't
No, I'm
take
not
it
at all.
from a
That's where
football
you're fucking
aspect.
delusional, guys. That's where you're deluded, mate.
No, I'm talking from a football aspect of how
No,
teams
I'm not.
look. You
No,
look
I'm not.
at how-
I love my team, yeah.
You look
But I
how-
guarantee if
It's
he was
probably
playing for
gonna-
Man
it's probably
United,
gonna-
hold.
It's like you're going
Hold
to
on.
value.
If he was playing
Next
for
is going to
anybody
value
else
Solanke
other
at
than
100
Tottenham,
mil.
All right. Time out, yeah, because I guaranteed if he was playing for anyone else other than Tottenham, it'd be worth 100 mil all day fucking long. And you,
Yeah, it would be.
you
True.
damn well fucking
It
know.
would be because
Damn well know.
of where they are
If he was
in the
playing for
league.
you, if he was playing for you would charge 150 million. So don't even go there.
Yeah, it's just
Wow,
sitting in
there
third
is that,
position,
yeah.
not 17.
Don't even go there. Mickey Van
Can
der
we,
Ven is a 100 million player all day fucking long.
Yes, but because
can we switch?
Yes.
Whether
Can we
he
cut
plays
down-
for us or
because
not.
of how Spurs have performed and where Spurs are in the league, nobody will pay that for Mickey Van der
About
Ven.
the fucking
You got
player.
3 seconds before I mute you both.
Player.
1,
That's all I'm
2,
saying.
3. Now, change the subject from Spurs. I'm going on to talk about Liverpool now because However,
That was a
who
shocking
had Liverpool
result.
down to win?
That was
Who
a
had
shock.
Liverpool down to win?
I wasn't expecting Liverpool to
I
win
did.
4-0.
I was expecting them to win, but I didn't expect it to be 4-0. Not against
No, I was
Galatasaray.
expecting a closer game, if I'm honest.
Yeah, I was expecting.
Yeah.
And Calvin can vouch for me for this. I said that game would be like a 1-0 or 2-1 win. That would be the goal, like not like a 4-0 battering, like a 2-1 or 1-0 victory.
Yeah, I was expecting like a 2, or I was expecting some more fight back from Gala, but there wasn't any.
Now, with Liverpool being into the quarterfinals of the Champions League, what do you reckon their odds are now trying to win the Premier League as well as the Champions League? Do you reckon they're going to go all out in the Champions, or do you reckon they're going to try and get at least top 4 spot against Aston Villa? Because it's pretty much a fight between them and
they're gonna
Aston
go for
Villa.
Prem. I reckon they're going to go for Champions League. You think about it, he's got to win something to win the fans over, because a lot of the fans don't like him.
Plus, you've also got to think where they're sitting in the table at the minute. They're going to be missing out on Champions League next season, so they're going to
It'd
need.
be UEFA Europe, wouldn't it?
Yeah, so they're going to want to try and win the Champions League, so then they can secure Champions League next season. So they might let their form dip a little.
Is Liverpool in the FA Cup still?
Yes.
So they've got the FA Cup, they've got the Champions League and the Premier League. Someone will have to give, because let's be real, Spurs, Liverpool haven't got the depth at the moment. They've got the attacking power, it's the defence they haven't got.
Well,
I reckon they're going to go and try and shoot for the Premier League, but I reckon their backup will be the FA Cup.
See, for me, if it was me personally, we've been in the FA Cup, been in the Champions League, been in the Prem, I would look at it and assess it, thinking, right, we've got, is it PSG next?
What,
PSG
Liverpool?
next, isn't it?
No,
Who have they got next?
I don't actually know. Actually,
Sure, they've got PSG in the next round.
I'm having a look now to back you up, but I don't think they've got PSG. I think it was going to be Liverpool and Spurs if Spurs went through. So
No, you've got.
I think it might be Atletico.
You've got Bayern Madrid. You've got Arsenal Sporting. I want to say they've got Barcelona. No, PSG.
I'm just having a look at the fixtures ahead, see if I can find any of them.
BBC would be the quickest way.
I am on BBC. At the moment, I've got the Women's Champions League.
Thing is, who do you fancy out of all those teams to win it?
Oh, got it. We've got the Champions League quarterfinals will be Real Madrid and Bayern Munich.
Yeah,
We've got Sporting Lisbon versus Arsenal.
Arsenal win that.
And we've got, you was right, we've got Barcelona and Atletico Madrid, so a Spanish classic. And then we've got PSG and Liverpool.
So I think, depending on, it's an odd one because if they can get past PSG and get to the semis, I think they will then kind of like just go, right, we'll send out youngsters with the FA Cup. If we win, we win. If we don't, we don't. It's not important. I think they'll start looking at FA Cup as, right, we'll go youngsters because I'd rather aim for Champions League and decent position. I
don't see them getting past PSG, if I'm honest, though.
No, I don't.
The way PSG dismantled Chelsea, and Chelsea has a lot more squad than Liverpool. They've got more youngsters and fit than Liverpool. I don't see them getting past.
Yeah, but you've also got to think PSG's team that hardly gets rotated, so they work well as a well-oiled machine because of how long they've been working together. Where Chelsea are always switching and swapping, so they're not having enough time to build that chemistry, that intuition with the mind.
Right, I'm going to hold you on that. So, guys, I'm going to ask you some questions, and then Jim, and then Aaron. Ready? Real Madrid and Bayern Munich.
Bayern Munich.
Sporting Lisbon and Arsenal.
Arsenal.
Right, we've got Barcelona and Atletico Madrid.
I'm going to go Barcelona.
But PSG and Liverpool.
I'll go PSG. I did put this in the football chat last night.
Jimbo, your turn. Real Madrid, Bayern Munich.
Bayern Munich.
Sporting Lisbon or Arsenal?
Arsenal.
At Barcelona, Atletico Madrid.
I'm going to go Barca.
PSG and Liverpool.
PSG.
Aaron, your turn. Real Madrid and Bayern Munich.
Munich. Munich.
Alright, Sporting Lisbon and Arsenal.
Just to piss Gaza off, Lisbon.
How did I know?
Hang on.
Go for that?
Barcelona and Atletico Madrid.
See, I might got Atletico on that one.
PSG or Liverpool?
PSG all day long.
So, my verdict on this, I reckon Bayern Munich's going to smash Real Madrid. And the reason why is Real Madrid ain't doing that great at the moment.
Agreed.
They're not. Sporting and Arsenal, I'm going to say, and give me a minute to throw this, I'm going to say Sporting, on the basis of Arsenal at the moment at top of the Prem, they will more highly go for the Premier League than the Champions League because they need that Premier League secure. So I reckon Sporting Lisbon will beat Arsenal and Arsenal put out a different team.
All I'm going to add to yours is, with you saying that, is I get where you're coming from with that, but you also have to think we've still got an Arsenal Man City game to play.
Exactly.
So,
City will
the
win.
reason why I say that is because I think that will be, because it's like third game to the end, it's like the 36th game, 35th game.
That's when
I think that'll determine if
Yeah.
Arsenal win it or if Arsenal bottle it. And and the only reason with that is I think they'll focus on the Champions League.
Sorry, Tim's comment there. Hold on a minute, Tim. Gaz lost his as well, okay? Gaz lost his bet too.
That's why I think Arsenal will focus on the Champions League for now because they've got, a 9-point gap.
No.
Man City. So they know they've got at least 3 games.
Well, can I finish off my fixtures list first? Barcelona and Atletico. I'm going to Atletico, and the reason is the competition between Barcelona and Atletico this season, Barcelona failed. They've failed in La Liga. They've failed in the Copa del Rey because Atletico, I think, is in the next round. And Atletico have never won the Champions League with Diego Simeone. And I reckon it's going to be more of determination for Diego to win that fucking game against Barcelona to get to the semi.
Yeah.
And PSG all day long against Liverpool.
So you could say that, it's like you say that season, it's like you just say that about Diego Simeone. That's like, it's like Mikel Arteta saying it's our season. It's like also fucking, it's our season. Simeone's probably said that every season. We lost last season, we're going to win it this season. Just like bottled it last season, we're not going to bottle it this season.
Yeah, I don't bet on Hearts. I'll agree to you, James. I gave Hearts one chance to win me a bet and they failed. I'm not going there with Hearts. Tomorrow's game now, boys. Tomorrow's game, we've got a big game. It's AFC Bournemouth versus Manchester United.
I just want to add on to what you've just said. So, with about who we chose for the semi-finals, the teams you have chosen for the semi-finals, who do you think is going to go on to then the final? Just say
PSG, Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
PSG and Bayern Munich.
PSG and Bayern Munich in the finals all day long.
As much as I'd like
That's who I was going for.
as much as I'd want to say Arsenal and Bayern Munich for Arsenal to get to the final, being realistic, I think it would be Barca and Bayern.
Alright, that's fair enough. I'm going on Jim's comment here though. Jim,
Yeah.
you know where Atletico lost last night, right?
Yeah, they're away.
No, at home. They haven't lost a home game.
Lost at home, right? I
That's
got you
up
now.
their ground.
I thought I didn't see the home bit because I was going to say, but they have because they've lost.
Yeah, no,
multiple
they haven't
since
lost a
Simeone.
home game since Simeone's taken charge.
But in all fairness, I watched that game against Liverpool Spurs. The home atmosphere is like I hate to say this, but the home atmosphere is like Liverpool when they're in Europe and they're at home. It's the unreal atmosphere you get at Atletico.
You could say that about
Yeah.
the whole.
Yeah,
You
it's
could
savage.
say that about the whole Champions League tournament. Tottenham Spurs have been absolutely amazing in the Champions League play, but when it comes to the
Yeah.
Premier League, they walk out after like 50 minutes.
Yeah, but in all fairness, I think that can say the same for Manchester United though.
Yeah. But did you see the post about Chelsea fans? About all the Chelsea fans losing in thousands on what was it, Tuesday?
No.
Somebody put a fan from PSG did a video of the Chelsea fans at the 60th, 70th minute, and mate, it wasn't like a few walking out. It was like thousands and thousands of walking out.
Mass walkout.
Literally,
I've got a nice little AI summary here. I've got an AI summary question there. I don't know if anyone else can see it. Debating the Champions League winner and the Premier League race. That's a good question to start off with. So, I'm going for PSG to win it again. What are we saying? Guys, Jim and then Aaron, we'll go in that order. What are we saying with the Champions League first? Who's going to win the Champions League this year?
Bayern Munich.
Okay. Jim?
I'm going to go Munich.
Aaron?
Unanimous Munich.
Okay, so 3 against 1. Now the Premier League race, we're gonna split it. We're gonna go top 3. All right, this time top 3 title, top 3. Guys, Jim, Aaron, we're gonna start off this summary. I'm gonna go City, Arsenal, United. Guys,
I'm gonna say the order it is now, where it's Arsenal, City, United.
Arsenal, City, and United. Did you say?
Because and the reason why I say this, I watched the Paul Scholes and Nicky podcast. And then
Yeah, guys, I don't think no one heard what you said though.
I go Arsenal, Man City, and United. And the reason I
Okay.
say that is because I watched the Paul Scholes and Nicky podcast with with Paddy McGuinness, and they pointed out a very, very good point. Is that Arsenal are just winning, but they are winning dirty and at any cost. And they pointed out, you look at the teams over the last 30 years that have won that league, when it gets to the end of the season, every single team has won ugly, dirty to get that title. And they said, for once, Arsenal are winning those games dirty and ugly to secure that win, because a win is a win. Which we all know,
Jim,
however you get it.
Jim,
I'm going to go Arsenal, United, City.
Aaron.
City, United, Arsenal.
Nice. Now I'm just gonna I'll go back to your comment there, guys. You know about when you said about dirty players and dirty teams winning it and stuff like that.
Yes.
Bearing in mind, the most dirtiest one of them all was Jose Mourinho with Chelsea and Manchester United.
100%.
His method was it doesn't matter how you win the game, it's winning the game, getting those 3 points.
Yep.
That famous quote he said when he was interviewed, City had 70% possession against United, but you still walked off. And Mourinho's reply was, they can have 100% of the possession as long as I come away with 3 points. The idea is, isn't it, is to win. Win every game as much as you can. Look at the table.
If it means,
Yeah.
like, look at, you go back to, I think it was about 10, 12 seasons ago. You look at, I think it was when Arsenal won, going back to, I think it was 2003, 2004. I don't use this because the clip's going around a little bit in a minute. So United was playing the game that could win in the league early. I think it was Chelsea had a break. We needed the 3 points against Chelsea. Solskjaer ran back and took out I think it was Zola or Drogba. I can't remember which one it was. But he took
I think I remember what you were. Yeah.
sacrifice getting a red card to get those 3 points for that title. And that's what I mean. If you've got to sacrifice getting yourself a red card so you can get your players back to get that wall for the free kick and defend it to get those 3 points, you fucking do it.
I'm gonna
It's
go
like,
on a.
I'm gonna bring this up. It's like
Sorry,
look at
Aaron, Daz, let's Aaron to speak on it.
Like I
Aaron?
said the other day, I said it. 3 games to go, or the game against City, they're going to bottle it, and that's their season over.
Yeah.
and I'm going to make this comment. I know Oren's going to make a comment.
Time they play
I'm not.
City, they bottle it.
I'm going to make this comment, and I know Oren's going to make a comment, but I'm not saying it in a bad way. It's like, look at Gallagher's tackle in the box. When Gallagher got tackled in the box last night, we all know he dived.
Even commentator says that.
He dived, but it just shows. It just goes to show what I mean by a player would do what it's cost to try and get those 3 points. He dived because if he got the penalty, that'll put him up to four goals.
Did you see what Joe Hart said when he did it?
What?
Joe Hart turned around and goes, "That was a blatant odd dive from Conor Gallagher." And then he asked him, goes, "Where do you think he got that from?" And Joe Hart straight away saying, "Wow, he's learned under the best, Diego Simeone. He must have got it from him." And he said it's all about winning the games at this point in life.
And I don't blame him I don't blame Gallagher for trying.
No, I don't.
He got the
I
penalty.
would have done that same.
That's another goal. That would have taken. I think that one more goal would have taken him through.
Their first
No,
goal should
that
have
one
been
goal would have
discounted
equalised.
anyways. Their first goal, they should have been discounted because of the foul on Xavi up the other end.
I did see that. It was like a foul, wasn't it, at the back or something like
That
that.
was a blatant foul, bruv.
Joe Hart even said that was a foul as well.
Yeah. So they shouldn't have equalised in the first place. And there was a couple of tackles where they scored goals like that, where they took our players out first.
But then again, you've got to say that they went to the VAR and VAR said no.
The second
So
one they scored like that. The second one they scored like that, they discounted. The first one they didn't.
yeah. I'm going to go on to a different subject because obviously, looking at the table, Arsenal's played one more game than everyone else, right? City, they've got a game in hand over Arsenal, 9 points behind Arsenal, so that's going to be a very close race. Who do we think, though, is going to get into that fourth space in the Premier League? We've got Aston Villa on 51, Liverpool 59, Chelsea 48. Who do we reckon is taking that fourth spot?
I think Chelsea.
Jim?
Chelsea.
I'm going to go Villa.
What?
Chelsea only have.
Yeah?
Down Villa.
Is Villa still in the Europe League, though, isn't they?
Yeah.
They are, yeah, and that's Emery's best competition. The amount of times he's won it.
Yeah. Yeah, with Villarreal as well against us.
Thanks for the rose, Natty.
I'm just having a little look now. They've got Lille. They're already 1-0 up on Aguilar against Lille in the UEFA European last 16. So the way I see it is Villa's got 2 choices. Stay top 4 and get into the final of the Europe League. That'd be pretty much Uni Emery's thing, isn't it?
Yeah, and the thing is, I don't think they'll be able to do both
No, I don't.
because they haven't got the squad depth.
True.
We all know Villa do have shitloads of heart, shitloads of skill. Which we all know.
That's very correct.
As in, take Spurs for example last night. Spurs played with a lot of heart. They played with a lot of They played for that badge. And it just goes to show what they can achieve when they do. And it'd be the same with Villa. If Villa play for the badge, play with grit, play with heart, I reckon they could do it.
Here's a question for everyone then, going off to Europe League and UEFA Conference League. Ready? Nottingham Forest away. They're 1-0 down on Aguilar right now. Do you reckon they're going to turn that over? That's your first one. Aston Villa, do you reckon they're going to get through to the quarterfinals? And then we've got Crystal Palace, who are 0-0 on Aguilar. Do they reckon they're going to get through to the quarterfinals?
I think Forest.
So you got Forest, Villa, and Palace.
Forest, I think will get knocked out because I think Forest will look at the league table now going, we need to focus on the league.
Jim?
I see Forest going out, and Villa going through, and Palace going out.
What are you saying, Aaron?
I'm saying Villa through, Palace and Forest out because Forest are going to concentrate on us on Sunday.
Ooh, that's a good point. That's a good question. Do you reckon Victor Pereira, though, would get Forest to win to beat you?
I don't think so.
Do you know what I did notice, though, between the two teams, Aaron, for this weekend?
Yeah.
They're both playing with a back three.
Yeah.
So to me, it sounds like that they are going all-out attack in both of the team. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't want to see Spurs get relegated. I think, in all fairness, you're a top 6 club, you shouldn't be getting relegated. It's like Newcastle when they got relegated that went to the Championship. I don't want to see Spurs get relegated. Eh?
I reckon we're going to end up 6.
You reckon you'll win it 6-0? You're having a Josh?
What?
No,
I said-
I reckon
I-
he said he's going to finish 16th or 17th at
Oh,
max.
I thought you said they'll win it 6-0. I do apologise.
But the reason why I'm trying to get at here is I don't want to see Spurs get relegated, but I don't see Spurs beating Forest. I reckon it's going to be a draw.
I agree. I agree with you on that. I think it'll be a draw.
The only way it's going to happen is West Ham, isn't it? Aaron, West Ham are the only team right now that are
West Ham are
fighting
going
both
down.
you,
Yeah,
Forest,
yeah,
and
yeah.
Leeds.
And you got to think West Ham have got Villa on Sunday.
Yeah, so they're going to lose that game.
I don't
That's
know.
true.
I don't know.
They're going to lose that game. Villa won.
I would say, I
I'll
would
go draw.
say, I'll agree with Aaron. In all fairness, on that one, I believe Aston Villa will beat West Ham on the basis of the ground. That top 4 is looking very tight, and Villa would want to keep pressure on Liverpool and Chelsea. They, in all fairness, I believe they won't worry about United now. They know top 3 is done, but that top 4 spot is what they'll be chasing.
Yeah, but you've also got to think they're playing tonight, and then they're playing again on Sunday.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I'd go draw with Villa. I really would because
Ooh.
West Ham are going to be rested.
Guys, just an FYI, Man City's game's been postponed.
Yeah, because they've got they're playing Sunday in the Carabao Cup final against Arsenal Man City.
Oh, of course, yeah, my bad. All right, let's have a little debate on that one. City and Arsenal, Carabao League Cup final. Who are we saying?
Arsenal all day long.
I'm saying City.
Jim?
I'm going to go for City because they're out of the Champions League, and Pep always goes for silverware. And who taught Arteta most of his tactics?
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you know what I did?
He's taught everything Arteta knows, but he hasn't taught him what everything Pep knows.
He knows.
Yeah,
I
and he's
saw
also
an-
taught-
I saw. Sorry, Jim, go on.
Arteta's also learnt from Wenger, so
Yeah. I saw a little clip that Gary Neville had a sit down with Kyle Walker about the Pep and Arteta, and Kyle Walker blatantly turned around and said, Arteta is learning from Pep. Everything you see is Pep's style in the Arsenal squad right now.
He hasn't got his own
I re-
playbook.
I reckon, and I'm going to say this harshly, but I reckon it's going to be a draw and it'll go to penalties.
And City will win it on penalties.
That's if most of their team turn up, man.
I was going to say, if it goes to penalties, City will win it if they got Donnarumma in goal, especially.
Yeah, we got
Yeah.
Well, yeah, there is that.
Donnarumma is not a great penalty saver.
No.
Donnarumma's not
Well,
great. Donnarumma's not great at saving penalties.
Hold on a minute. Let's not discreet or disrespect David Raya. He is a fucking good goalkeeper.
Yes.
We have to give him his due on that one.
Adkos one of the best in the Prem. I'd say he's one of the best in the world at the minute.
Yeah, I agree. Alright guys, we're going to change subject a little bit. I've been looking at the gossip on the football news at the moment, and I've got 4 good subjects to talk about. Who's up for them?
Go on then.
So, Barcelona seeking second Rashford loan. Arsenal are eyeing at Bayern's Grotowski. I can't even pronounce that name. Grotowski.
Yeah.
We've got Bayern battling Man United for Anderson. And we've got several clubs are tracking Newcastle United's left back Lewis Hall. What do we all think about those gossips?
I
Anyone?
could see Arsenal going after potentially getting Grofsky from Bayern Munich because they have been after him for a while. It's not like one of those, it's come out in the blue. They've been scouting him for a while, and he would be kind of the perfect person for Rice to learn off.
Jim, what do you reckon about all that I just said?
I can see Anderson. If somebody comes in for him, I reckon he will go.
Do you reckon it's Man United or Bayern Munich though?
Do you know what? I reckon he'd probably go to United, depending who's in charge
Very true.
and what they can offer him. As for was it Hall from Newcastle? You said
Lewis Hall. They said a lot of clubs. They've got Man City, Liverpool, Arsenal, bloody hell, RB Leipzig, Borussia Dortmund, and Barcelona have all made key advances to Lewis Hall.
Actually, you're missing the team there.
Who?
United.
It says here on BBC, United have pulled out of the deal with Lewis Hall.
Yeah, you're on about BBC, mate. The biggest conners of all time.
I can see him going because Newcastle need to get money in
Yeah, that's true.
because
of financial fair play.
I've also read, and I did read it today, that United are planning a double bid for Lewis Hall to replace Luke Shaw and for Sandro Tonali.
See, I seen one earlier, and it was apparently Casemiro suggested United buy Guimaraes as his replacement.
Yeah, that's from Sporting, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, from Newcastle.
Oh. I know he mentioned someone from Sporting as well.
Yeah, Newcastle midfielder Guimaraes, he's said to sign him.
Hey guys, I'm just having a look at the back pages. Guess what's been linked onto the football world?
What's that?
Red Devils to target Sandro Tonali to want 100 million plus.
See, I'd say that's worth it because he's 24 years old and he's got, well, we've all seen Newcastle, he's been outstanding when he plays. For me, I think I won't say he's worth it because no player's ever worth that amount, but I'd say in the region of like 60, 70 max.
We've got, also on another news channel, we've got a question. Can Arsenal really scoop up 4 trophies this season? Oh, sorry, Scottish Ball.
No. 1 or 2. I'd say something like, I'd say League Cup on Sunday and then the Prem.
No.
I'm just having a quick look at the back pages on some of these interesting newses.
Good, where you gone?
You know, eh?
Jim, where'd you go? He was sick and tired of you lot moaning.
Everybody hearing about English football.
Hello, Scottish Paul, welcome in, bro.
Sorry, I'm late. I'll be busy sorting my wing's birthday.
Your team can go fuck themselves, by the way, just an FYI.
That's nice.
Oh,
Right, you let me down.
I've got 2 topics for you. One, Kane. I've just seen this. What do we all think to Kane being the first Englishman to score 50 Champions League goals?
Fair play to him.
What?
And the other one is I said last night in the Barcelona game, Lamine Yamal is the youngest player to score the first 10 goals in the Champions League.
Lamine Yamal is ace, though, to be fair. Can't really dispute Lamine Yamal. Let's be real.
You know he's never going to leave Barcelona.
Hey, Jim's back.
Is he?
I'm going to move on, though, a little bit from this all sports, because obviously this is all Let's Talk Sports and stuff. Let's talk about, we're going to carefully say this, Aaron, but what do we think about the F1 at the moment that's been banned from going over to race in, what is it, Bahrain and another place, isn't it?
But would you want your cars gone there to be blowing up?
So, I'd say send Lewis Hamilton.
No, really, Jim. What?
Send Hamilton, that'd be fine. Just send Hamilton.
Why would you
Well,
send? Why would you send all that money worth of cars to have a race in a country that's trying to kill each other?
You got to think that's like what is it? Last time it was valued, it was like a 10 billion pound business.
Yep.
Worth more than football.
Yep. Do we reckon the F1 will be affected though by that?
Aye.
Yeah.
Yeah, they lose a couple of races. They'll lose tens of millions of dollars, loads of sponsors, but they'll move on just like they do.
Well, you got to think,
Yeah.
at the same time, you got to think F1 have only dropped 2 races, which is in Abu Dhabi. You got to think that's 2 races out of what, 24, 25 races.
We've got there's another topic we can talk about as well. Is the AFCON? What do we think about all this shit about the AFCON at the moment?
I think they made the right choice.
What's that? Cancel it.
No, so obviously Senegal won it, didn't they?
Yeah.
They won the AFCON. Well, now they've stripped completely the Senegal from winning and handed it over to the team who was runners-up because of Senegal's players leaving the pitch in protest of that penalty decision. So they've stripped it and given them the trophy to them. And
bearing in mind, they'd walked off the pitch and they were off the pitch for 17 minutes.
Yeah, then they should relinquish the trophy. They don't deserve it. They brought the sport into disrepute.
I don't know. I think it's a bit harsh if you ask me. I think
it's
they've
not.
won it fair play.
It's not. It's not harsh at all. If they brought the sport into disrepute, so therefore that is the punishment they receive. End of. That's the main problem, not us.
Yeah, they come out in the. If you read through it, it come out saying it does state the rule, and this is.
Oh yeah, ho! Jim's just had an interesting point. WWE pay-per-views coming up over there.
I was literally bringing it up now. That's why I was like, 1 minute. I'm just trying to look at the wrestling talk at the moment because I do know.
They've already turned around and said they're cancelling WrestleMania out there.
WrestleMania is not there though. WrestleMania's in Texas.
WrestleMania
is in Las Vegas.
WrestleMania is in Abu Dhabi this year.
That's what we're talking about because it was meant
Next year. They were on about cancelling next year's one there. Because they were saying that having 2 at Las Vegas in the space of 2 years is pretty poor on the fans' perspective.
Well, you got to think it was meant to be in Abu Dhabi this year, but because of everything that's going on, they've moved it back to Las Vegas. So it's meant to be this year.
Because it was there.
The only issue I got with that though is at the moment, look at what's happening to WWE though. With America, they're still going to Europe. They're still doing their shows. They're still traveling, despite what America's doing. And I'm pretty sure I've seen it from either Khan or Triple H himself. They've already said, we do not care and we are not interested in what happens around the world of WWE. We will continue our shows and we will continue to give the audience what they want. Yeah. So is that his way of saying, I don't care about what's been going on in the world. My focus is wrestling and giving people their WWE experiences, regardless of what's going on.
Personally,
Can you? But on
however, What happens when they're over there and the bombs start dropping there? Are they going to stay there,
That-
or are they going to jump
Just
on?
get
Can you
Brock
imagine? Can you
Lesnar,
imagine?
like,
Can you
get the
imagine
fuck
like
out.
a choke slam? Can you imagine a choke slam and all of a sudden the whole? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
not
Brock
bad.
Lesnar and fucking Obafemi to deal with.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then in F5.
In all honesty, I think Triple H is saying he doesn't care. It's because he's got no planned events. All his events are over the US,
Yeah.
or in England, or like Germany, France. So I think the reason why I'm saying I don't care is
It's because you don't have to go there.
because he's got no planned events in those areas. If he had, like, it just goes to show that was meant to have WrestleMania in Abu Dhabi. It got took off and moved back to Las Vegas because of the bombing, because of the war.
Yeah, because that's why everyone's been complaining that it's back at Vegas this year, because it was there last year.
Yeah, because if he didn't care, really, he would have kept it in Abu Dhabi.
There's
Is that cause Ronda Rousey's in it?
What?
Is that cause Ronda Rousey's in it?
Fuck knows.
I'll reply back to Jim since all of you have left him. I'll reply back to Jim's comment, AEW. I have to give you due, like I said, AEW is pretty good. They've got some good talent, they've got some good characters, they've got some good stories. Some of them make up their own kind of stories, like John Moxley does and Jericho. The problem with AEW, I find, is that it's not mainstream enough. They need to do a lot more televising, a lot more push it out there, get it out there to the people can see, if that makes sense. That's what I would say.
I don't watch it because I don't watch normal telly. I get bored with TV, so I refuse to watch telly. I don't watch normal telly.
Yeah, but I'm on about AEW here. You can watch on YouTube AEW.
Yeah, I know, but I forget about it. You know.
To be honest,
So I've just brought up the news, by the way. WrestleMania 43 plans will remain unchanged despite the ongoing issues. It will still continue in Saudi Arabia.
yeah, until it gets close to the time of when big happens, he'll get moved. Just like it did this year.
I watch the highlights as well, Jim, on YouTube. That's what I do. I don't really go on to like the ITV. Is it ITV2 or ITV4 that they host it on? I don't
Anybody
really watch
gotta be
it on
watching
that. I just watch it on
Revelations?
YouTube. Eh?
You've got to be watching Revelations for the wrestling.
The races?
Revelation,
Oh, Revolution.
not Revelation.
I don't know what you're on about, Paul.
NXT.
NXT.
Oh! No, I don't really watch NXT.
Aye, Ronda Rousey's in it.
Oh well.
No shit, she's in AEW.
Ah, bro, she's got to be at Revelations.
Ronda
I swear Ronda Rousey's in AEW.
She was in AEW, but she has signed no contract.
She's not got a contract.
She's not got a contract. She's basically making the rounds to promote.
That's why she's in NXT and that too.
She's a free agent.
Yeah, she's making the rounds because she's
Oh.
not with the
She's
lads.
making herself known in the lower leagues, aye.
Yeah, because the WWE don't want her anymore. It's too much trouble.
AEW Revolution was an amazing promo event. I agree to that one, Jim.
I've not seen it.
Yeah, what the WWE needs to do, they need to bring back the crossovers.
So, do we reckon with everything that's going on? Actually, I'm going to turn the gears now to UFC, and the reason why is because I've been made aware that obviously UFC White House is still commencing, isn't it? Has anyone seen who's been highlighted for that?
No.
They got Dustin Poirier fighting at the White House.
Who?
Dustin Poirier, so the guy who beat Conor McGregor.
That's not hard. It's Conor
guy-
McGregor.
The guy who fucking always points to the ground. If the fight goes to the last round, he always points into the middle and say, "We ain't leaving until one of us gets knocked out." Dustin Poirier is a fucking good fighter.
I agree with you on that, Jim. The best world, put you out there.
Is he starting a boxing promo now? Is he?
Fair play.
I'll have to give him his
UFC,
due for
didn't
that
he?
one.
He done well with the UFC, so why not?
Yeah, yeah. Can you? What I would love to see is a UFC, but a WWE style. So they come out like WWE, they fight like fucking. You know what? Let's get the belts in. Let's get an hammer in with the MMA. They're fucking Arab, like Russia doing. I ain't gonna lie, Russia are fucking unlimited at the moment. You've seen Russian fighters at the moment. They're fucking insane.
Have you seen Ukrainian fighters at the minute?
Yeah, they're blowing up the Russians.
Fuck hell.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was wrong. I know.
They're running
Well
them
done
with
for getting us
missiles and
cancelled.
flinging them themselves.
Well done for getting us cancelled, you dick. Right, before I do end the live today about our lovely football chat and talks, what are we reckon about SmackDown? What we reckon about what Cody Rhodes is going to do to Randy Orton?
What, they gonna tickle each other's bumhole?
What?
I got a better one.
Okay.
Who is our
Go
theory?
on.
Who's the theory? Or who's your guess who Randy Orton was on the phone to?
I didn't hear that though.
No.
I'm saying, who's our theory or our guess who Randy Orton was on the phone to at the end of SmackDown?
Ooh.
His brother.
Ted DiBiase.
No.
He's in prison.
Who?
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh.
Ted
DiBiase.
DiBiase Jr. is in prison.
Yeah.
Oh. Then it ain't going to be him, is it?
He was on the phone to Goldust.
I don't know. I reckon it's just a simple, he's on the phone to his wife.
No, he's on the phone to Uncle Howdy.
He was on the phone to Goldust.
He wants some of that
Oh.
Wyatt. He wants some of that Wyatt energy back.
or what about on the phone to Drew McIntyre?
Him and Drew didn't get on each other.
No, I don't think it would be.
Anyway, is Drew no quit?
No, he's still there.
Oh, obviously, but did he not quit?
He did
come back
defeat
No.
didn't he?
the upper hand on Jacob.
Yeah. Hence
Well,
why he's
guys,
gotta
I'm
fight him on- hence
gonna
why he's
end
got to
it.
fight him on SmackDown, hasn't he? Because Nick come out and said, "Oh, I guess because you've come out and you've not quit. Next Friday, you've got a one-on-one with Jacob," and it's like,
Oh, yeah.
okay.
Well, guys, I am going to end the live there, though, but thank you all for joining us on our lovely Talking Shit, Let's Talk Sports. Again, we'll be back next week as well when the Premier League has kicked off. Scottish football, we'll talk about that as well. Not Hearts, because they let me fucking down. We'll also talk about the WWE and AEW for our guest as well. Thank you, Jim, for coming on as well, brother. Big shout out to Jim.
Yes, Jim.
Thank you again, Scottish Paul, Aaron, for jumping on, and a big thank you to our co-host Gaz for jumping on with us. And thank you to Gaz and Aaron for giving us a good 5-minute Jeremy Kyle episode at the start of our show.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. That might have brought in a good viewership.
Makes a
So
change.
much love, everyone.
Makes a change for me being in your fucking Jeremy Kyle stuff.
Go fuck yourself.
True. We're just
Thank you all.
talking
Much love,
for
lads.
you.
Alright, bye.
Peace.
See you all, guys.
Civil play.